your second language is English. It is not your mother language, I think. So, but you speak in English well. So I would like to know how you get fluent in English and how you learn.
German letters and English letters are basically the same. I mean, in English you have fewer letters than in German, and you also have fewer grammar rules than in German.
But I also got to know some advanced students which were really fluent in English. Like I met you today, and it's like just meeting a friend and talking all the time. So I see there are a lot of improvements here at the center. So then in the USA, I did my master degree at the university in the USA, working in English, studying in English, living in English, dreaming in English. I even forgot some German words.
Today I'm going to do a discussion about English language, and I'm CHATHUNI. I study in CHATHUNI Center, and now I'm going to discuss how I speak English and how I learn English.
Yeah, it works. Hi. So I'm Lisa. I'm a volunteer at the La Caruna Center since 1 week. I'm originally from Germany, and I also learned English as my second language.
Yeah, we all know that English language is considered as an international language, and we all need English language to do our day-to-day work, especially when we enter our higher education and if we want to go to another country and if we are searching something via internet. In addition to that, when we do our day-to-day work also, we need English language, and we can't communicate in this global village without learning English language. So as people who in tropical countries, learning English language is a big challenge for us, as when we go to school, we only can learn grammar and we don't get any opportunity to speak in English. So, but as you are from European countries, so you get a lot of chances to learn English language. As according to my personal point of view, lots of foreigners used to go to USA or America or USA or British or some countries to learn English language, and they used to spend 2 or 3 years in there. So, but as Sri Lankan people, we find it difficult to do that. So, but you know, your second language is English. It is not your mother language, I think. So, but you speak in English well. So, I would like to know how you get fluent in English and how you learn it.
So I think for me, learning English is way more easier than for you guys, because German letters and English letters are basically the same. English learning for me started in the 3rd grade already by learning the colors, learning the numbers, learning to say my name is and where I'm from. So basically the starting point is the same as for you guys here, except that I don't have to learn the letters first. And afterwards, I mean, I had English throughout my school career up to the 12th grade. And I also did my final examination in English back in school. So about learning English, what do you think is the most difficult part here in Sri Lanka for you guys to learn English?
Actually, before I come to this center, I even cannot write a sentence. I just only know basic English words, just like run, go, and so on. But I think now I am confident in speaking English well. So we did a lot of activities, such as we work hard to learn this English. Our journalists also helped us a lot. And we did jam and storytelling and different kind of activities. And now we can speak in English. So what do you think about this center? I think you only met some beginner students and you was unable to make advanced students in this school because they are engaged with their higher education. So you have spent a lot of time with the students. So I would like to know what you think about these students' abilities and their speaking skills and these things.
So yeah, I had some homeschooling experience with some of you guys, and at the start you are very shy, and that is totally fine. You are not very confident to speak English, but I can totally understand this. But we played some games, for example. Some games we also play in German if we are learning new words. So also there are the similarities. And regarding the advanced students, but I also got to know some advanced students which were really fluent in English. Like I met you today, and it's like just meeting a friend and talking all the time. So I see there are a lot of improvements here at the center. So I think the center is a really, really good opportunity for you to learn English, to practice English, to get to know volunteers like Alexander, Nicolas, and myself. So you already get the chance to learn something about the foreign countries. And on the other hand, I get the chance to get to know you guys, to get to know your amazing culture and nature, and also communicate with you guys. So we both win.
Yeah, you know that being fluent in English, it's a big challenge. So, when did you feel that you are fluent in English? And so I want to know how you be fluent in English and how you feel it.
Okay. So the secret to speaking English fluently is practice, practice, practice. And regarding my fluent English, so when I finished school, I came to a big German company, and there I got the chance to study. And there, so I worked and I studied at the same time. And for example, at my work, my supervisor was from Mexico, so he normally only speaks Spanish. And my colleagues were from France, and they normally only speak French. Hello. So the only chance that we can work together and talk was English, because English is the one common language which is spoken all over the world. So when I worked there, I needed to speak English, otherwise I couldn't do my job. And also I did further studies then in the USA. I did my master degree at the university in the USA, and there for 1.5 years I was working in English, studying in English, living in English, dreaming in English. I even forgot some German words. So when I talked to my parents in German, I was like, wait a second, can't remember the words. So I think that was the point where I was really sure that I'm fluent in English, when I spoke a lot, when I read a lot, and when I wrote a lot in English.
Leaders, I think we have to live in a place where people speak in English. So in this place, in this students, they will get such a big opportunity to speak in a place where they speak in English. So I would like to ask all of these students to work hard and do all the activities as you can, try to speak in English all the time, and maybe get an opportunity to speak with speak with volunteers or some other people in English. You should try. And finally, I would like to ask you, do your work and work hard, and one day you will be able to speak in English. Thank you.
Great job.